Spring Festival is one of the most important annual celebrations in China, featuring delicious food, wishes for fortune, and quality family time. Every year since becoming leader of the Communist Party of China in 2012, before the Chinese New Year, Xi Jinping has made house calls on ordinary people. These trips have taken him from extremely impoverished areas in Gansu to the cold, harsh prairies of Inner Mongolia, from old revolutionary areas in Jiangxi to small villages locked deep in the mountains of Sichuan province.
So where did Xi go for this year's special Spring Festival visit? What did he talk about with the locals? And more importantly, why does Xi take the time out from his official duties to spend time with those from the most deprived areas? I'm Jenny Banyas, and this is Xinhua Special.
On Sunday, when everyone was busy preparing to ring in the new year, Xi was in a remote village in southwestern Yunnan province, meeting members of the local Hua ethnic minority community. The Hua lived in relative isolation for centuries. Their lives were to drastically change following the founding of New China in 1949, and again as a result of the poverty alleviation campaign of recent years. Li Fashun, a villager with disabilities, welcomed Xi into his home and told the president how he has shaken off poverty in 2017. Under traditional decorations of red lanterns and corn cobs, the president made rice cakes with Li's family, one with the character Fu on it, which means fortune, and the other with Xi, meaning happiness.
你那天看了卧室，又看了我的厨房，我的猪圈，我们的被褥，它这个摸厚薄，还有温度。他现在最关心就是我们的吃饱穿暖，是不是啊？他还是关心，还主要还是教育，他很关心的教育医疗，他还关心他的这个政策是不是落实到位。他就是要我们要自强嘛，是不是？要自力更生，他叫我们好好搞，那日子会越过越好，是不是？
The villagers in Yunnan are just a handful of the over 19 million Chinese who have been lifted out of poverty from 2012 to 2019. The poverty alleviation campaign has remained a top priority throughout Xi's leadership. A far cry from the waving, cheering crowds associated with visits by world leaders, Xi's Spring Festival visits have always been a more personal affair.
Just like visiting old friends and family, a custom as old as the Great Wall, the president's special house calls have also become part of his Chinese New Year tradition.
The president's focus on the poorest members of society has been a common thread throughout his political career. The seeds sown during almost 5 decades ago, during his time in a remote village in the northwestern province of Shanxi, have been cultivated throughout his career, right up to the top job. To meet the people's desire for a happy life is our mission, Xi vowed when he became General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee in late 2012. 3 months after becoming leader of the CPC, braving a long journey with hilly and bumpy roads, Xi visited villages in Yongguodoi village in Dingxi, one of the driest, least developed and uninhabitable areas of Western China.
我永远不会忘记啊，2013年的重启开始，那之前已经是农历的腊月23，已经是小年，听说种树之类，我们从上呀，当时我还在家里吃早饭，我指望留下来就往外跑，到从小学的操场上，看到很多人是种树枝挖树，种树枝挖出来我的手，还问我打工吃没吃我感觉到嘛，种树枝很随和，也很关心我们
She prepared New Year gifts for the villagers, and every household was given 10 kilos of pork, 2 bags of flour, and traditional spring couplets to hang from their doors. Jihaoyezhe is one of the impoverished villages of the Yi ethnic minority group in Daliangshan, Sichuan province. Days before Spring Festival 2018, she trekked up the mountains. His family used to live in a ramshackle house with livestock kept inside. Now he moved into his new house.
吃饭的干啥子米，社会还是和现在干这什么子，我就是的说来说。
In October 2017, when she was re-elected leader of the party, he promised that this is a society to be enjoyed by each and every one of us. On the march towards common prosperity, no one must be left behind. Just days ahead of Spring Festival 2016, Zhou Xiufa from Jing'anshan, an important Chinese Communist Revolution site and also one of the country's poorest regions, received a special guest. At Zhuo's house, the president made dough for ziba, a glutinous rice snack. He asked how Zhuo was doing and was glad to find out Zhuo was no longer living under the poverty line and that he had started a bamboo business.
总世界就是在这里打的糍粑，因为这个糍粑它是新鲜糯米做的，所以打出来香香的、甜甜的。现在我们的生意也比越来越好。 所以我们的糍粑是越打越黏，生活是越过越甜。
2020 is a milestone year for China to eradicate absolute poverty and build a moderately prosperous society in all respects. The latest statistics show that the country is getting closer to achieving this goal.
Over the past year, China's per capita GDP topped $10,000. More than 10 million people are expected to cast off poverty, and around 340 counties will no longer be classed as poor.
China's success story is made by the people and for the people, and sees such visits remind everyday families that they have not been forgotten and they will never be left behind as China draws closer to its first centenary goal, building a moderately prosperous society in all respects for its 1.4 billion population. See you next time.